Yep, you know what it is, your boy DJ Infamous. Smoke with me now. Talk to me. And I'm with my partner, you know what I'm saying? My co-host, my brother from another mother, a.k.a. he's 10 times lighter than me.
A.K.A. keep going. A.K.A.
I done had over.
Billy D, A.K.A. Colt 45, A.K.A.
But you know what? You ain't did the voice
Billy
yet.
D, you right, man.
You ain't Billy D.
You know who it is, man. It's your boy, the Wolf of Reed Street, back on the block. No re-rock, man. Another episode, man. Here we are, back at y'all. The number one cannabis and culture podcast on the market.
Say it again.
Let me say it again so y'all hear me. People in the back. The number one cannabis and culture podcast on the market.
Woo.
Subscribe.
Claps for that.
Hit the YouTube. Subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us on IG.
Yeah.
I might even start an OnlyFans fucking around.
Whoa!
All right? Fuck with me. I've been in the gym. Oh. I might even start. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all, man.
Do you hear the wolf howls?
No OnlyFans, man. No OnlyFans. I'm fucking with y'all, man. Subscribe to the YouTube, man.
Yo, what's good, man?
Hey, man, happy to be back out here, man, in the A, man, you know?
Yeah, man.
We've been moving around. We've been in Vegas, LA. We've been everywhere, man. You know, happy to be back in our home, you know.
Yo, this is from season 2, bro. This is the first time we've been here. This is the first episode back there.
First Atlanta episode, season 2, man.
Yeah, so you know it's special. You feel me?
It's very special, especially because I got my young partner on here, man. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to get this brother on here for a minute, man. He's about to be an icon in the clothing industry.
Speak on it.
He is a representative of Detroit. He's a representative of all these youngsters that are going through the struggle, trying to be entrepreneurs, trying to start their own brands. He's a representative of, you know, just the culture, man. You know what I mean? Somebody who's, you know, has a story that we're going to get to on this episode. You know, he going to give y'all a couple of little cheat codes on, you know what I mean, how to like enter the clothing industry and, you know, be a factor. But, you know, one of my partners, man, somebody who, you know, not only, you know, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, you know, I get a lot of inspiration from this young dude. You know, a lot of people be you know, don't want to say that, you know what I mean? But, you know, I get inspiration from this young dude because, you know, he makes me push my envelope and shows me that, hey, man, look, you know, you can start with nothing, you know, be from a similar place, and, you know, take it to the levels he's taking it to.
Facts. So,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Without no further ado, I got, you know, the owner, the icon, the entrepreneur, Sam from Sorry I Was Trapping.
What's happening?
What up, man?
Smoke with me. What's up, bro? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I'm glad you came on the show, bro. Like, again, when the wolf hit me, it was like, yo, I got Sorry I Was Trapping on the show. You know what I'm saying? Later on that day, I swear to God, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Bobby Schmurder's Instagram. He had just posted he was on the news, and then look what I see on primetime New York news television. Sorry, I was trapping. He had the hat on. You couldn't miss it. Matter of fact, you saw that before you saw him. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Yo, so that's big, bro. So, like, real talk, I just want to ask you, because I want to get into, of course, you know, I know you're from Michigan. I'm from Lansing.
Word.
Right up the street.
I ain't know that, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you was from the A.
Nah, okay, so just to break down
crazy.
for everybody watching, 'cause I get this all the time.
I swear I thought you was from the A the whole time.
I'm not from New York, because a lot of people always think I'm from New York originally.
I don't think so.
It was the way you know what it was? If you're like over 30, the reason why you thought that's the way I wore my clothes back in it, like some years back, like way back. You know what I'm saying? So people that automatically thought, because the way I dressed, I was from there. Then people get me saying I'm from Atlanta because I've been here that long. Like, I've been here since 05. So if I've been here from 05 and if you're younger than me, you would assume that
you're from the A.
I'm from the A. But I'm really I'm born and raised in Lansing, Michigan. Born and raised.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Michigan produce a lot of goats, man.
Yeah.
You know the owner of Google is from Michigan.
Yeah. Claps for that. I know you want him to be from the Bay. I know you want the owner from Google to be from the Bay. But he's from Michigan.
Silicon Valley, baby.
He's from Michigan.
Like, you know, Google is.
We had to come to y'all.
But that's a good point though, because that's something else I want to speak on too before we get into your story. Is that just the similarities and the relationship that Detroit has had with the Bay. You know what I mean? Like, not just music.
Facts. Culture.
Oh, hold on, you giving me my claps?
Yeah.
You're starting this show off good today.
Yo, real talk,
I'm getting my claps
because you're hitting it on the nose. If you think, if you listen to the Bay and Detroit music, very similar. You know what I'm saying? When it come to players.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They got a similar story. They
it's very.
They got some game out in the D. There's some hustlers in the D. You know, we got a lot of famous D boys in the D.
Yeah.
Same we do in the town. So I've always seen that the correlation between Detroit and the Bay, man, is something that you know, and I think that's really kind of why we bonded too. Like, you know, when we met, you know, we got a lot of similar shit in the background. You know what I mean? Even though he's a lot younger than me, but you know, Detroit and Oakland are very similar. You know what I mean? If you know, a lot of
outside Mr. Fab story.
Yeah.
A lot of the Detroit rappers, you know, have relationships with the Oakland rappers. You know what I mean? Even going back to Filthy Rich and all the, you know, what is it, DMZ? What's the cats?
F&B DMZ.
F&B DMZ. Yeah, all them cats, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, I definitely feel like we inspire each other. Detroit and the Bay are very similar in story. I mean, you go back all the way to the 1980s D-boys and shit, man. Like Detroit and Oakland's had a great relationship. Oh, you like that one, huh? I see you over there. I see you over there, huh?
Yo, yeah, pause. This like, tastes good, though.
What is that?
What is that?
Yeah.
You surprised me with that one. What is this?
That's that new thing, man. That bubblegum berserking dropping on y'all, man.
Put it closer to your face. Pause.
Okay.
That was real bad.
For real. Super pause on that one.
That was bad, but I just had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to relay the message, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's that new drop, man. That bubblegum Birkin, man.
Damn, that's
coming soon.
That's what this bubblegum Birkin
Drop
is
it
tasting
everywhere
like?
In Cali, man. You know what I mean?
Let me get that.
Get it while you can.
Yo. This is mine, by the way. I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks, so I'm taking this with me.
I got some hemp for you. I don't think you
I don't want the hemp. I want this.
No hemp?
Nah, okay. I want this. If this is this,
bro.
I want this.
That's why I was trying to not let you get that blunt because I knew how good it was. I was trying to let you smoke your little pre-roll. Where your pre-rolls at?
Huh?
Where your pre-rolls at?
Hey, them boys didn't disappear.
The great Infadini. I made it disappear. I had to get them out of here. But yo, listen, where can we get this at?
It's going to be available, of course, available at the Winter Circle dispensary, but, you know, all dispensaries in California, man. It will be coming to Detroit. It will be coming to Las Vegas. It will be coming to all the states we'll be moving into by the end of Q4. We'll be in 5 states, but it'll be available there. Also, these will also be available, too, the new Birkin vape, the 3000 disposable puff. You know what I mean? 15 different flavors. Disposable. We changed it up to a disposable.
And they taste good,
They taste incredible. Available at all Smoke Worlds. If you don't see it at your local smoke shop, man, DM us or you can go to the BirkinsBrands.com website and shop all of the Birkins vape products, Delta 8, Delta 9 products, BirkinBrands.com.
Now, Wolf, before we get into our guests, just because I got a couple people in the comments just asking about, okay, Birkins. I see the strain. I see the hookah. Can you give the people that are watching and for the people that be in the comments just asking, you know, questions, break down why we have both? Just real quick, just break down why we have hookah and cannabis.
I mean, you know, when we start a brand in anything that we get involved in, we're not just looking at cannabis. We're looking at trying to take that brand global. So, you know, cannabis can be a stepping stone into other opportunities like this opportunity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I advise everybody watching the show too, like, don't just think about cannabis when you start your cannabis company. Think about it on a global level. Think about it on a branding level. Think about it on, you know, like, I feel like we branded ourselves so good. Like, we could sell Birkin pillows right now if I wanted to.
I'd buy some.
You know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? We got the silk, save your, keep your waves going.
Egyptian cotton.
Yeah, Egyptian cotton. We got all that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you brand yourself and don't just think about cannabis and pigeonhole yourself into cannabis,
right? Then
other opportunities will other doors will open.
Message from the Wolf. I just had to get that out there because I'm gonna tell y'all, for those who be in our comments, I listen. I take it all in. Pause. I don't mind criticism. I don't mind questions about why we do what we do, say what we say, and you know what I'm saying, we'll always address it. So, you know, those was one of the,
that's a good question.
Yeah, that was one of the things, and that was a great answer too. Like, when you do have a brand, you want to maximize that brand. You just don't want to limit yourself to one thing. And I think on this show that we're showcasing that those who've been rocking with us, you're seeing the elevation, you know what I'm saying, of this brand. So
and not only, you know, have we done it, but the guests we have, and I'm gonna get into it later when we get into it, but you know, he has done that with his brand. has been able to leverage his brand recognition from the clothing industry and take it into cannabis and other things like that. So we're definitely gonna get into that. But let's just start from the beginning, man. Like let everybody know, where you from and where you grew up at.
Sorry, I was trapping. First of all, that's hard as fuck. You know why? It's like, sorry, I was trapping. somebody asks you something.
Look.
Yo, I was calling you. Sorry, I was trapping.
I literally just got out on a flight from LA and I was in line and scanned my phone. Doop. And the dude is like, "Hey man, what does your hat say?" I had the green joint on.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, "Hey, what does your hat say?" I mean, it's a young 22-year-old kid. I'm like, "Sorry, I was trapping." He's like, "Huh?" I said, "Man, go to the website. It's a whole clothing line." And when he went to the Instagram and the website, he's like, "Oh, my partner's already follow." Like he wasn't up on it, but it was like the reaction I get from. I mean, I'm talking about anybody, white people. I mean, anybody's like they look at it like
Any and everybody, man. I was in Mexico. It was like, oh man, I like that. They was trying to buy it in Mexico. That's crazy. Yeah.
So
tell
tell
the
us,
people,
bro.
man. Start from the beginning, man.
Yeah.
Tell them where you from. Like, let them know where you from.
I'm from Inkster, Michigan. It's a little city right outside
Inkster,
Detroit.
hold up.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my boy Maul, man. My boy Jamal that I went to college with, he's from Inkster. And we used to roast him every day for being from Inkster. Because look,
I never heard of that one
Because
before.
Detroit,
Inkster.
my Detroit homies would roast me because I'm from Lansing.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? There's a little smaller city that the homie from, and we used to blaze him every day because the name, the way it sounded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Jamal. Even though we gave you hell all those years, you still my brother. You still family. Now I'll hit you, let you know this is coming
So
up.
Inkster is
Jamal
smaller
from the
than
town.
Yeah.
Inkster smaller than where you from?
Inkster's like, what would you say? Like
Inkster is like
living in Atlanta. What's a city you could say Inkster's like as far as distance and like a example?
it's literally like 15 minutes from Detroit.
Yeah, like
Literally 15 minutes is a freeway.
it's like from here to going to what would you say?
like
Smyrna, Marietta, or maybe not even that far.
You don't
Not
live in
even
that,
that
bro.
far.
Not even that far.
Nah,
Yeah, it's like
hell no.
it's like right
probably
there
Buckhead.
to
Buckhead,
downtown,
yeah.
Midtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
You find out you the illest nigga from Inkster, man.
Hey man,
Hey man, it's some ill niggas from
it's from
Inkster,
Michigan.
man.
It's from
Okay.
no, you
Malcolm
right.
X, Malcolm X from Inkster, man.
Oh.
Yep,
Okay.
facts.
It's
You
a
ain't-
couple
Okay.
dudes in the
Didn't
league.
know that.
In the field.
Malcolm X from
Inkster.
Inkster, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
You thought he was from the Bay.
Yeah, West Oakland, man, with the rest of the
All right, so
You know what I
you
mean?
so you from Inkster. So what we doing in Inkster, man? We what we doing growing up? What we doing?
Man, I played sports, was hustling, just like anything you could think of. Like we was selling shoes, we had little businesses, we was going to school.
So you hustling back then?
Yeah, man. Since I was a little kid, I was the oldest of all my siblings, so
Oh, so you had to get busy.
I always been hustling. Yeah.
So
Starting to make sense.
Detroit is a city of hustlers, man, and that was
Facts.
definitely one of my questions. Was like anybody I get on the show, like I can feel it when the motherfucker's a hustler, man. You know what I mean? And the question I always ask everybody, because it's something I think about too. Because what my first hustle was like, what was your first hustle? When did you get that bug in your bones? Like, man, I can hustle.
To be honest with you, I didn't even realize I was hustling. Like my older cousin, he was like, man, you a hustling motherfucker. He was just like, I can cuss on you, kind of. He was like, you a hustling motherfucker, man. I didn't even realize it because I was just like always finding something to do, some work to do, and he always just paying me. And I just looked at it like trying to get some money. He let me know I was hustling. I was probably like 5-6 years older.
Sheesh.
That shit. Yeah, but being from Inkster, man, I don't know how y'all was counting your mans. That's a dangerous place. You make it about the Inkster.
No, it is. It was just the way it
it's a
sounds.
dangerous-
No,
oh, yeah.
look, no, I know.
No, that's
But
a dangerous place,
no,
man.
I know. But the homies, that don't even know where Lansing's from. They just laughing because they never heard of. Like, what city you from? You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson from there. Oh, okay. That's
Famous motherfuckers in little towns.
yeah.
sure.
No, real
For sure.
talk. Michigan got heat, bro. Like straight up
So
facts, man.
what's the vibe like? What like growing up in Inkster? Like describe that for the listeners. Like what it was like growing up. What the neighborhood was like. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was like pretty much all the kids in your neighborhood. We was all outside. We was playing ball, carry ball. Getting in a little trouble here and there.
Yeah.
As we all do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much it. It ain't too much to do out there, bro. Like, you either playing sports or you in some type of trouble.
Right. So what makes you coming up from Inkster, okay, because let me paint this picture, because even though you closer to Detroit, but I know just being from a small town myself, it's like sometimes, you know, you could get complacent of being around your surroundings. You know, it's Michigan. You kind of don't want to move around nowhere. And sometimes, you know, for some of us, when we stay in the same environment, you know, we take a L.
Facts.
As far as just
Facts.
life. So what made you want to say, you know what, forget it? Because I had my mind, when I'm living in Michigan, in Lansing, I had my mind made up. I was already DJing on the radio. I DJed all the high school stuff. When Michigan State started booking me to do stuff, I thought I made it. So I'm like, oh, I'm good.
I'm on.
I'm 18 years old. I'm like, I'm on.
Yeah.
You know, my mom was like, you know, this is what she hit me with. She was like, you ain't going to school? I'm like, nah, I don't got to go to school because I'm on the radio already. And
Right.
I'm doing all the parties. I'm the man. She was like, so you don't think you can get no bigger? And when she said that to me, at first I was like, Mama, my cockiness was like, Mama, I'm the shit. Like, what you talking about? But then that night
Mama,
I thought
I made
about
it.
it and was like I just thought about the major cities I've been to and traveling, like Detroit. I'm like, well, damn, they don't even know me down there.
Yeah.
Then I started thinking like, well, dang, I ain't really outside of this city. I ain't really did nothing to feel that way. So
Local.
so that made me be like, you know what? Challenge. Let me go see if I can conquer my brand somewhere else. And for sometimes it takes a lot for us to just say, forget it and just do that.
Yeah.
So what made you break out of there? Because I'm pretty sure it's comfortable. I'm pretty sure you know you got your family, friends. You really don't.
Everybody back there.
The D is a bit major city, so it ain't like you everything's coming there anyway. You know, the music, the culture, everything's coming there. So what made you be like, I got to break out of here?
Man, I left home at like 17. I actually played football. When I played college football,
What position?
safety and corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I went on to play
Where'd you go
college
to school?
football. I went to this junior college at first, it's JUCO. My grades was messed up. In Minnesota. Then from there, transferred to Notre Dame. Played in Notre Dame for like a year and a half.
Nice.
Is that right?
Yeah, Notre Dame. And
Come on,
then,
Notre Dame, the
Notre Dame,
D1
Cleveland.
school.
No, Notre Dame, Cleveland.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
D2
okay.
school.
Got
Yeah.
you.
And then
I like, damn, Notre Dame.
What to say, nigga?
yeah,
This nigga Rudy. This nigga's Rudy.
Trapping at the Catholic school. Like, I ain't mad at it.
shit, from there,
Yeah, they all buying it. Trust me.
I ended up transferring to this last school called Norwood up in Michigan. It's a business school.
Northwood, yeah. My dad went to Northwood too.
Yep, it's
Yep.
a real good business school.
Real
man.
good.
I learned a lot of stuff there, bro. And then probably like I had like a year left. I literally just dropped out of school, bro. I walked away from scholarship, all that. I just walked out of school.
But you walked out with that Norwood business education though.
At the time, I didn't even realize it, man. Cause like my marketing teacher at the time that
Yeah.
I had, he telling me like, "Yo, you really getting everything." I was never really like real good at school.
Right.
Like, it wasn't really. Not saying I'm. Of course, I ain't slow.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, school was just never my
Yeah.
thing. But far as marketing, it's the same thing as hustling, bro. It's just promoting a product. So it's like I was able to correlate that with what I was learning in class. So I was excelling real good in that class, and he was already telling me like, "Man, yeah, you really just coming to class to do your work. You
Right.
know what you're doing."
Right.
So once I knew that, I was just like,
I'm out.
yeah, you feel me?
Right. All right. So you broke out, and then what made you get down here?
Man.
If you could speak on it.
So I moved.
If they say that.
Yeah, I moved. I bounced around for a minute. Once I dropped out, I moved to Denver for a minute. Was messing with these little grow sites and stuff, learning how to grow and stuff. When I dropped out, I thought I was gonna be like this real big weed farmer or something. You feel me? This like right when
That shit hard as fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
That shit
What?
hard.
Yeah.
Everybody think they can grow that shit hard.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. I salute those who do grow because
Yeah.
it take a lot of patience.
That's a good point, man. Salute all the farmers, all the breeders, all the cultivators.
Yeah.
None of this shit could happen without y'all, man. You know what I mean? And I want to just shed light on that. I'm glad you said that because cultivation is difficult, man. You know, and it's like, you know, the farmers and the breeders and the growers don't really get that recognition, man. Shout out all the growers, man.
Yep.
We love y'all, man.
Yep. We're gonna get some on the show too. Stay tuned.
No, we got a
Yeah.
bunch of cannabis guests lined up. So,
Yep.
so do you think that you applied what you learned at that business school to helping catapult you into the clothing
Hell
industry?
yeah. Now that I look at it, knowing what I know, because I'm really into reading. Not like when I'm hit the gym, I go to the sauna. I'm in the sauna 30 minutes. I'm got an audio book going. I be killing books like that. Like I probably read like 1 or 2 books every month.
Nice.
Going to the sauna.
Do you you know, we always talk about this, man, about smoking before you go to the gym. You know, we had Wiz on the show. He smokes before he goes to the gym. A lot of our guests smoke before they go to the gym. What's your opinion on, you know, smoking before you go to the gym, and do you do it?
Man, bro, I was smoking before practice when I was playing ball. I was smoking. Okay. I smoked before a workout for sure.
Okay.
And after a workout.
Okay, so let me ask you, your first time smoking and then working out, how'd you feel?
Bro, ain't nobody gonna be on your side.
I'm asking.
Man.
No, I'm asking.
That was so long ago, bro. I've been smoking for so long. Like,
When's
the first time you smoked? When the first time you smoked?
Man, my parents probably get in trouble if I say that shit.
Yeah, but I'm there now though.
Shit.
Like I work.
Pops tried to get me to smoke at 10, man. And I had enough sense not to smoke. He's like, here, man, hit the weed, and I was like, nah.
Right.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right.
My parents, they was mad as hell when they found out I was smoking, man. It was just like the era I was growing up in, like Wiz is real big. Wiz was just breaking out, Currency.
Yeah.
Like
shout
that
Spiller.
whole era, like Mac Miller. That's the era I grew up in, and being where I met my whole family, like
everybody was smoking.
Yeah, you feel me? So
ain't nothing wrong with smoking, man.
Yeah.
So what made you want to get into the clothing industry, man? Like, I see a lot of youngsters and I see a lot of people try to jump into the clothing industry, man. What made you, and what was your driving force to get you into the clothing industry?
Right.
Man, to be honest with you,
say that louder.
I got into the clothing industry on mistake. Like, I always loved clothes. I was always into fashion. But I was tattooing when I had first moved to LA.
Okay. And I didn't know that.
Yep, I was a tattoo artist. So bouncing around, doing a lot of tattoos.
You did any tattoos on yourself?
Never.
No.
I could never do that because I felt like.
Could that be harder though?
Hell yeah,
like
man.
To tattoo, like you just.
Some artists be doing it though.
I got a lot of.
A lot of artists practice on themselves first.
Oh, I wasn't doing that shit because if it hurt too bad, I was gonna stop.
How many tats you got?
I lost.
I know the ladies want to know.
40, 30, 40. Okay. I don't even know. I lost count.
I definitely got to step my tattoo game up.
Yeah, but I was tattooing in LA.
I'll bring you with me, man. I'm about to get
some
new
tattoos?
Shit. I got 2.
Man,
I got 2.
This nigga got 2 little baby ass tattoos. Probably 10 minutes.
I got 2. In real talk, both of them was on some like yo. Like my homeboy Cannon was like, man, stop being scared, get a tattoo. So, and then the homie was like, oh yeah, if you scared, all right. So we went to got the tattoo. I got like a big DJ turntable on this side right here.
How long it took? How long was the session?
Probably almost 2 hours.
12 hours on this arm.
Shit.
12 hours on the chest right here. Another 10-hour session on this.
At one time?
12-hour session.
Yeah. I don't think I could do
Chewy
that.
Kantar, man.
Was you high? Did you smoke?
Got to smoke the whole time. Mr. Cartoon did this one. This is old, though.
Man, you got a tattoo.
I know that was the bag tat.
That's legendary.
Yeah, Mr. Cartoon.
That was the bag tat, wasn't it? That was the bullshit. Man, you know Cartoon expensive,
how much
man.
was the price? And what
Cartoon
what
expensive, man. I know.
That was that 50 Cent Eminem era when everybody's going to Cartoon.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna front. I still want one from him.
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna let you fuck with my other dude, bro.
I'm tripping. I'm on now. Yeah, Mr. Cartoon. I need that. Nah, cause you know, cause you gotta think. Cause you gotta think that era, like that 50 Cent Eminem when they was getting the cartoon tats. That was like early 2000s.
Yep.
You know, I ain't have it like that, you know, in early 2000s. But now, shit, I'm
tattoos
popping.
expensive as hell nowadays, boy.
I'm cracking now, shit.
Yeah, man. I was tattooing. I was tattooing a lot of artists that was up and coming. I ended up, I had a drawing I drew for my cousin that had died, and it was an angel. And then I was hustling at the time. My girl just moved out to LA. She was like, man, like, you never home, da-da-da-da. We was kind of getting into it. And one day she called me. She was like, bro, you come home 3, 4 a.m. You leaving early as hell. You going all day. And I was like,
gotta get that bag, baby.
Right.
Like, gotta get that
Hold on, that's what you told her?
Yeah, that's how I came up with it.
Run that back one more time, man, because I was talking. Man.
Yo,
Run
say that one more time.
You
You said what again? Say that again. Now it's hard. Pause.
So,
go ahead.
I was tattooing at the time and just like doing designs already. So I drew an angel for my cousin that had passed away, and I just had it in my iPad just sitting there. I had it there for months. I was, like I said, I was hustling. I was working. I was doing a lot of stuff at the time, basically. And my girl, she had just moved to LA, and I ain't got no family out there. I don't know nobody out there. It's just me and her. We day to day, she like trying to get used to it. You been to LA, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Just especially when you don't know nobody out there. She just like hit me, was like, yo, you never home, da 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 da, and I just was like, sorry, I was trapping.
Claps for that.
At first.
That's hard though.
Hey,
sorry, I was trapping.
It was organic as hell, man. This whole thing been organic. Like that's something that I would advise everybody to do. You trying to start a brand, whatever you trying to do, be organic. Don't copy nobody, bro. Like you gonna get a lot further doing something that you come up with, cause you only gonna get so far pushing somebody else's stuff.
Thank you. Get your own motion.
Get your own motion.
Don't copy nobody else's shit.
So you say sorry I was trapping. Then what made it register? Like, yo, that's the brand right there. Like, what made, and how much time between that happening and you actually making the clothes did that happen?
So once I said that, I went home. I wrote it down. I designed that. Put like the first little hoodie together. Yeah. Got like 10, 20 hoodies printed up. I had a brand before that, and it didn't really do nothing. Brand ain't do shit at all. Ain't nobody buy it.
But he ain't give up though, y'all. Yeah. That first one didn't pop. You know what I mean? That first one didn't pop, but the second one popped. Right. You can't give up.
Can't give up.
Yeah, so I went back to the manufacturer. I got the hoodies printed up, put them online. A couple of them sold. Then I had Babyface Ray. I was tattooing him at the time. He was on his come up. This probably like 3 years ago. So it's way before everything he doing right now. So we both, doing what we doing. He
came up together.
Came up together, right?
Yeah, he put the shirt on. He posted a picture of it, and it kind of went viral that night. It was like right in the beginning of the pandemic.
Right.
I woke up. It was probably like 15, 20,000 in the Shopify account.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, overnight. So,
whoa.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
15, 20,000 Shopify. That phone was going ding, ding,
I didn't
ding.
even hear none of it. I was asleep. I woke up to it, so I thought I was tripping. And the next day, like living in LA, bro, like being outside, if you hustling, like it's really possible to do whatever you want. I ain't gonna lie. Like New York and LA, one of them cities where if you built for it, you really gonna get what you want.
So let me ask you this, man. You said you had 20 printed up, right? Mm-hmm. And 20,000 hit the line.
Yeah. So
what was the next thing you did after that, bro?
So
for all these entrepreneurs and all these clothing brands out here, like what was the next thing you did after 20 was printed and 20,000 hit that Shopify?
So at the time, I didn't even like know that you could put the limit for how many shirts somebody could buy. So once that hit, I hit my manufacturer up like, yo, we got to work out a deal on these prices. I got a big ass order.
Right.
Took the money straight from the deposit from the Shopify. Went and bought all the stuff I needed to buy. Send everybody their stuff. Mm-hmm. Extra money I had, reinvested, got some more. But like that next day after the Babyface race shit, I ended up bumping in the side of Baby the next day. He did a photo shoot for me. Next day, we posted the pictures. That's like another 15, 20,000 in that account.
Just came in.
Right back to back. This all in literally 2 days.
All off just the basic, the beginning. Sorry, I was trapping. What colorway?
This is the Dickie shirt and the regular white and red shirt.
It just hit.
Yeah, so
crazy. Dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. After that happened, I got the money from that. I just went and bought a shitload of shirts, and everybody was in LA. I'm talking about this pandemic time now. Everybody in LA like moving around. Yeah. I'm talking about
scammers were scamming that PPE.
It was crazy
PPE
man. I appreciate you PPP scammers. I appreciate you EDD boys. Hey, listen, my family thank y'all, man.
Sure.
Right.
For real. So,
the whole industry thanks y'all.
Claps on that. Right.
I wish y'all would have knew how to really work that money. You'd still be around, but I guess when you ain't used to having no dough, you don't know what to do with it.
But you ain't used to.
You know?
So
that's crazy. That's dope though.
That like weekend. Benefit to being in LA and having the printer I was able to pull up and go get my shirts right away. So as soon as I place the order, I'm going to get it that same week.
You're getting the money and reinvesting it back in.
Exactly.
Flipping.
So I take that weekend everybody at the W in LA, in Hollywood.
The one in Hollywood, yeah.
Everybody you could think of. I pull up, I pop the trunk on some masterpiece shit, bro. I probably had like 30,000 worth of clothes. I sold out everything in that whole 2 days of being in the W.
being in
out the trunk like Too Short, man. Out the trunk like Too
Out
Short.
short like short.
Hand to hand with it, man.
That's dope, bro.
That's why you got the reaction and the organic growth that you have now, because you know what I mean, you started on the turf with it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I done probably been to every city, every hood you could think of, major city, major hood you could think of.
Getting it cracking.
I'm talking about everywhere was out the trunk. Then we upgraded. We got
30,000 out the trunk. That shit was like dope,
I
nigga.
know, bro.
He was rolling like that shit was dope.
I probably did like 100-something thousand out the trunk. No bullshit.
Sheesh.
Like, for real.
Yeah, hand claps for that.
Yeah, definitely hand claps for that. Yeah, bro. That's
hand
dope.
Claps for that, bro.
So let me ask you, what was it that started, like, okay, so I'm starting to see like a lot of entertainers, artists, you know what I'm saying, rocking it. Like, was it something that just was like a domino effect? They just started grabbing on their own? Or you running into these people? Like how's the networking from the success that you just told us about, that you just had? What's like the, you know, how is the brand like just reaching all these celebs and people?
Hold on, before we get into that. Before we get into that.
Okay.
Tell the listeners, you know, a step-by-step process if they wanted to start their own clothing brand. Obviously, they might not have the success that you're going to have, but what would be a step-by-step process that you could share with the listeners? Say, hey, man, you know what I mean? You know, you're a creative, you know, because all the niggas with the fly clothing lines always was the niggas who dress fly.
Facts. And
they went either made their own shit or just could put together some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, tell them. I mean, you ain't got to give them all the sauce, but hey, man, this is what you should do. This is the first steps you should do. This is where you can find manufacturers, stuff like that.
First thing you do is come up with a name, go get a trademark, get your design, get a trademark, be original.
Be original.
And find you a manufacturer. I don't recommend, like, a lot of people go overseas and all that other stuff. I like getting my stuff produced
right
in
here
America because I can pull up on the manufacturer if something go wrong.
Check the quality.
Yeah, I didn't lost $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 on orders and stuff like that.
Right.
So
I
want to be able to pull up on you feel me? This the work.
Right.
You feel me? You want to be able to pull up on your plug, you feel me? Something go wrong, right?
Facts.
You in Italy, Pakistan, or somewhere, I ain't gonna be able to pull up on you, man.
That's a $5,000 flight.
Right.
Let me rewind 1 minute though.
Yeah.
One important thing that he said, and I want y'all to listen to, is that he said, trademark it and go and find out if it's trademarked or if you can. And that's very important to start in your business, whether it's in cannabis, whether it's in clothing, whatever it's in.
Whatever you do.
Because you can have a great idea, but you got to make sure it's trademarked.
Yep.
And, you know, when I Google searched the brand, that was the first thing popped up, was your trademark.
The trademark.
Facts.
So I commend you on handling your
Appreciate
business
it.
like that, bro. Like that.
Appreciate
That's step one. And I don't want that to go past anybody's head. Like, no matter what business you're doing, cleaning carpets, Ray's carpet cleaning, you know what I mean? Whatever's Little Mama's window washing.
Gotta get that trademark,
Uncle Rufus credit repair.
There is a Little Mamas out there.
It probably is a Little Mama's window wash, but whatever it is, make sure your shit trademark, man. I don't want to interrupt you, man, but
You good.
you was giving up some game. I want them to catch it.
Facts.
Just and stay consistent, man. You got to be a creative. Like, you can't. It's not for everybody. Just like rapping ain't for everybody. Growing weed ain't for everybody. Selling cars ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you got to be a creative to do this. You can't just, I'm gonna start a clothing brand because I see it's making money. That ain't how this go. Like, you got to really it got to come from you. You feel me? Like, of course you gonna have to hire a team. You gonna have other graphic designers that's good and that's better than what you do. Of course, you don't want to be the best person on your team as time grow on, but
That's a good point too.
You want to be organic, bro. Because at the end of the day, once you run out of copying somebody else or somebody else stop doing whatever they doing, you ain't gonna know what you're doing.
You ain't got no more inspiration. You got no more inspiration. What would you say the plant and cannabis has played a part in your creativity and your process of creating and coming with new designs and whatever you do?
Man, cannabis play a big part of my role. Like, I don't feel like I need it to be creative, but it definitely helped. Like, and it's just, I don't know. It's just a part of it, your ritual. You get what I'm saying? Like, you roll up, you grab your iPad, you grab your computer, whatever you design on, and
just go.
Just zone out. You
right.
feel me? Just like when you hop in that booth and you writing something. It's
so
the same shit.
So you're designing everything.
No, I got a whole.
You got a team. You
yeah,
got a whole squad,
like,
but you just oversee it.
I oversee everything.
Gotcha.
I might do some designs myself. Like we have a group meeting. Like this, what we working on. This the project we going for. This the look we going for. These the materials we're gonna be using. So on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Sorry, hey man, we need some. Sorry, I was trapping, man.
I got you.
Or some.
I got you.
Or in a limited edition.
What you gonna
sorry,
be,
I was smoking.
Towards great idea.
Sorry, I was smoking. Smoking Me podcast.
So,
limited edition coming soon.
I like that. So, what you gonna be like a medium after you get through working out for the tour? Like, what size you think you gonna need?
I'm gonna be a high large.
High large.
Yeah, high large.
Okay.
Like it's like, you know, the size that's next to the XL, like right there.
I don't think that. I think they only make that in like women's clothing.
Nah, bro. Trust me, bro.
He said a high large.
It's like XL, but it's the extra large, but
Bro,
one level down.
I wear extra large
wear large
bro.
in your life.
Yeah. Nah, but see that? Okay, so hold on.
You should think you never extra large in your life. You too
no
short.
extra large.
You should never wear large.
No, I'm not gonna wear large.
In your life, you should never wear large.
No, I'm not.
He's a designer.
But let me ask you this though, depending on how
the shirt's coming in. Did you give me a large? No, nigga, I'm an extra large. I know you not a large.
It depends on how it's cut too, right? Not all T-shirts.
Not everything is cut the same, correct?
Exactly.
But majority 9 times out of 10, like
7 times out of 10. I got a couple larges, bro, that fit. I mean, I ain't saying it's baggy.
Yeah, you gonna have some stuff that's like that. Like I said,
certain cuts.
9 times out of 10.
Give me that.
He don't wear oversized shit. He don't know about that oversized.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't wear oversized shit.
He don't know.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's not that era. Back in the baggy era, yeah.
I mean, but that's back right now. That's what's.
I'm not going back to that now.
That's what everything is.
Going back to the baggy.
Right, everything is baggy right now.
I can't do the baggy.
I promise you.
All right, I just can't.
I'm gonna get him on the flared sweatsuit and the flared jeans. I'm gonna get his drip together, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get his drip together.
So you mean tell me that we go from baggy to slim, and now we got to go back again? I'm like, man, I ain't doing that.
Everything that was once cool come back around, man.
No, you right.
You know, history.
Fine Dutch back,
right?
True Religion back. You know what I mean? What's the first thing you do when you touch down in Vegas, though, bro?
The first thing that I do when I touch down in Vegas, man, I don't even grab my bags when I touch down. I leave the bags in the baggage claim. I go straight to Hardin. I don't do nothing.
Call that Uber.
I don't even call it Uber.
You don't even call it Uber?
Nah, I just happen to. Sometimes the Ubers take too long. The cab is right there. Plus
cab is right there.
And if you noticed, because the cabs and the Ubers are battling, the cabs are now cheaper.
You're right.
Ain't that crazy?
Jump in the cab.
And I go straight to Hardin.
Put the address in. Go to Hardin, man.
Go straight to Hardin. Listen, as soon as you get to Hardin, you check in. As soon as you get to the counter, you ask for that infamous pack.
And that wolf pack, man. That wolf pack is on the menu now, too.
Yes. You ask for the infamous pack, that wolf pack, you will have your sativas, hybrids, indicas, edibles,
vape pens,
gummies, juice, gummies, all in that little pack to have your weekend nice and secure. Claps for that. Claps for that.
Shout out everybody in Vegas, man. We love y'all, man. You know what I mean? Hardin, we got the best selection of products, best prices. You know what I mean? And we shooting in Hardin, man. We live in Hardin, man.
Yeah, we shoot at Hardin.
Everybody,
also.
all you artists that's in Vegas, man, you know what I mean? Come through, let us roll a red carpet out for you.
You feel me?
I mean, come get 30, 45 minutes on the mic with us real fast.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? Smoke some of that good.
Smoke some of this.
Smoke some of that good.
Yeah, I'm taking this, by the way. That's why I put it over here.
So look, bro, like back to the clothing shit, man. Like, you know, what would be a good initial investment, like to everybody listening who, you know, everybody you inspire? Because you got to think about it. Like I already told everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, you inspired me. So these young kids that's out here that's like, man, I seen what he did. You know what I mean? I seen he was out the trunk like Short. He was doing his thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what is an initial investment you think that somebody who's trying to start a streetwear brand or a clothing brand needs to make to, you know, kind of get shit going?
I mean, to be honest, it's really like, it depends on your situation, what you doing, because some people that start off drop shipping, some people that start off with product, which is what I recommend. It's just it's a couple different ways you can go about it. It's no set price. You get what I'm saying? It's all about the money management. What you gonna do once you start making money?
Right.
Like I could have took that first 30,000 and blew it and did dumb shit and
bought a watch or some dumb shit.
Yeah, it wouldn't be $1 million brand. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Speak on that too, man. I
Yeah,
like that.
man.
Like you staying
speak
like
on
staying
that.
staying focused.
Because I was just about to ask you, like when you told me your first orders, I was about to, during the pandemic, I was about to ask you, like, yo, what did you spend? What'd you do with it? You know what I'm saying?
I probably made like 300,000-400,000 in the first year of the pandemic, first couple months.
And immediately you're like reinvest.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Like I've been hustling my whole life, bro.
So you know how it goes.
I ain't dumb.
Right.
When you run out of something, if it's selling, you better get some.
Because somebody would have just took that money and be like, oh, okay, balling. Let me go buy this. Let me go do this.
But that's important, man. Let me speak on that for a minute. That's important, man. Being able to stay focused, especially when that money's coming in, and you know, we ain't never had no money. So when that money comes in, it's like shit. I didn't have my eyes on this.
Right.
I want to buy this, but you got to stay focused.
Yeah, but hey, don't
look at the bigger picture.
Don't get it twisted though. Like you gonna blow some money. Like I don't want it to seem like I just did it perfect. And right. Like. So you did blow some. When you get your first little grip of bread, you gonna blow some bread, man. You gonna buy some nice things. You gonna do the finer things in life, man.
Right.
The appetite gonna change.
You gonna be at Roof. Yeah, them taste buds gonna change.
Yeah.
You gonna like that truffle on that lobster. You gonna be at Roof Chris and all these. You know what I mean? Sushi spots and Catch and you know what I mean. Of course, I get it for sure.
You and this Catch.
Yeah, that's you, nigga.
He love Catch.
Dog. Anything that's like Thai and like towel.
Nigga will eat 20 crab
I like
rolls
all
in
that
front
shit,
of you.
bro.
He will eat 20 crab rolls in front of you.
Like, bro, like I'm a seafood lover, one.
Me too.
And I love like sushi, crab legs, lobster tails, scallops, salmon. Like all that shit, bro. Like calamari with the little glaze on it. You know what I'm saying?
I done seen this nigga order the whole left side of the menu, then ask for dessert.
I don't really get dessert when I go out to eat, bro. I be too full.
I can't do it.
Oh yeah, bro. We were smoking.
That's why you an XL.
We were smoking. Hey man, I'm in the gym now.
He said he was a large.
I'm slimming down, man. I'm slimming
anybody
down.
sending anything into the show, do not send Infamous a large. Fuck what he been talking about.
Yes, just give me.
I'm extra large.
I'm extra large.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm extra large. But you
now you're extra large.
You're short and wider than me.
Now you're
I'm
extra
tall
large?
and I've been extra large. This is an extra large I got on. Shout to Grab
About an
Believe.
extra large.
Shout to Grab Believe too. They sent this.
Yeah, shout out Grabber, man.
At first I thought this was yours, but then I was like, nah, I can fit in this.
Shout out them Jungo leaves too, man. We smoking on them Jungos, man.
Yeah.
Shout that Jungo out, man.
Oh, I didn't know if y'all was gonna. I didn't know if the roasting was done or not.
I mean, shit. I was
waiting for the punchline.
Feeling some type of way.
No, I was. I was waiting for
some
the.
type
I
of
thought
way.
it was your turn. I thought
you be feeling some type of way.
No,
man.
you was on. You was on.
Alone,
No, listen, you was on a roll, so I was gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying?
I'll leave it alone because you'd be like after the show, you'd be like, man, damn, Haas, why you do me like that, man?
Oh, yo, one show he did me dirty. Like he roasted me like damn near the whole show. And look. At this point in time. I'm so stuck off what we've been smoking.
He didn't say shit.
I couldn't say shit. I couldn't come with it, bro. Yeah. He got me good that day.
He was on the ropes.
I forgot what episode that was, but
he was like, damn, Ghost Frazier.
Oh yeah, I was down for the count. Yeah.
So look, man, I got another question. Some of these questions have come in, and thank everybody for DMing and asking questions to ask you, man. Like, this is the question we got on Instagram, man. Like, as a young black man in the clothing industry, what obstacles have you come across, like finding vendors and searching for blanks and stuff like that? Right. Have you felt any type of, issues that, normally, other people wouldn't bump up against?
I wouldn't say I came up against that in that particular field, but it's like the time and age we in right now with fashion, like everybody want the next Virgil, everybody wants that now. So it's like it's different. Like Supreme got a black dude, like everybody going to get black dudes now. New Balance got a bunch of black dudes.
Yeah,
like, And ain't nothing wrong with it. And I want them companies to reach out to me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Man, write that man that check, man. Hold on, man. Write that man that check,
I'm just saying, like they know what's going on. I feel like they've been
we the culture, man.
Yeah,
we the heartbeat of
the
this
culture
shit.
for long enough.
We the heartbeat.
So
We the heartbeat. They
I
need
feel like
us.
it's time.
They need us, man.
Most definitely need us. What kind of gas was you smoking in Detroit when you was there? Like, what was you smoking?
When you first started smoking, man,
Yeah.
what was y'all smoking on in the D, man?
Man, I started smoking back in like Dro's around. Like
Dro.
I was smoking back then, like
Gams.
08, 09.
What was another
Yeah.
throwback?
And Perp was around then, 08, 09.
AK-47.
AK-47.
Yeah.
White Widow,
White
shit like
Widow,
that.
shit like that when
Yeah.
I first started smoking.
But Detroit, you know what?
Detroit got everything. Oakland got
Yeah.
Detroit,
Yeah,
Detroit,
facts.
they smoking on good. Plus Canada's right there, so they should be
yeah.
sliding through there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So Detroit, they be sliding
on through.
Detroit been smoking on good, man. Like
for years.
yeah, what do you think is like? You know, what's the popular kind of like strains and shit in Detroit right now?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like nationwide where everybody's smoking like cherries and good gelatos and runts and shit like that.
You prefer more candy or gas?
I prefer more of a gas, but I need that taste.
That
like,
taste.
I want some taste for sure.
Yeah, just
gotta
like
have-
this,
really
just
like,
like this Birkin
It's
that
gotta
we're
have,
smoking.
yeah, it's gotta have that candy.
It has to have that flair, that
I
flavor.
don't really like sativas. Like I don't really care too much for them. So
Right.
You don't like sativas?
oh yeah, I ain't a sativa.
I talk to a lot of creative people, and it's like they like smoking sativas because it kind of makes them like it doesn't have them too, you know, stuck.
It's not too heavy.
It's not too heavy. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm the
I can
complete
feel that.
opposite. Like
You need it heavy. Pause.
man, I ain't.
Let me see that lighter.
I smoke sativa, bro. It's like I ain't even smoke.
Smoke
Like
nothing.
any smoke?
Like a
Yeah.
cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a cigarette.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like when I first started really getting into smoking, or I'll say getting into the cannabis culture, like 2014, 15. In the beginning, because I've always smoked, but in the beginning, I've always could tell if I was smoking an indica, sativa, or a hybrid. And you know what? The way the people, shout out to people in Denver, the way they was like teaching me about, you know, terpenes and all that stuff that what we smoking, that I actually would do it. Like if it's during the day and I'm doing something, I'd grab the sativa. Like I was actually doing that shit. Like if it's like between like 9 and 10 and I got a DJ, I'm getting a hybrid. If I'm in the club DJing, I'm smoking an indica. And then after a while, I realized I was like, okay, I don't really need to do that. So I just started just smoking indicas, and it kind of just was the same. Whether it was in the morning, during the day, at nighttime, I was like, I felt I felt the same.
Pass me no
and you're right. With a sativa, it's lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Nice lighter.
It's
It
lighter.
affects your body different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's a whole different.
But for me, it was like it kind of didn't matter. Like I could smoke this Birkin in the morning and still do what I got to do. I'm not gonna be like, damn, my day's done.
Yeah, it's gonna,
You feel me?
put you all
like Wiz said, if you smoke, right, and you feel lazy, then that means you just lazy anyway.
person.
You're just a lazy person anyway. Like cannabis is not gonna make you lazy to where you just not doing nothing. If you're not doing nothing because you high, then that's
Don't
just you
get
anyway.
me wrong.
Don't blame the
nigga
plant.
Get too stoned. Nah,
No,
hold
you
on.
can get too.
That nigga
You can get too
fried and be
stoned.
stuck on the couch.
But
Don't
I'm
get
talking
me
about
wrong.
like if you smoking and you still got stuff to do, you can still
Facts.
stoners knock it out. I'm still knocking it out like
shit.
it was. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But don't get me wrong. Yes, you can get too blowed to where you're like, I'm not moving. Yeah. But don't blame it on the weed that you're lazy though.
Yeah, just blame it on yourself.
There we go.
Back to your question though about a brand, I feel like it's easier now to start a clothing brand than it's ever been before. Like,
well, that was another thing I was gonna say. It was like, you know, one thing that really attracted me to your brand was just your branding. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you kind of like speak on how important it is to brand yourself and how important the brand is in anything you do? Because after I ask you that, I'm gonna ask you about how you leverage that to get into cannabis, and that was off the strength of your brand. So just kind of speak on, you know, just the importance of branding and you know, how important that is to. Sorry, I was trapping.
when I first started, like at first it was just rampant, it was rolling, and then I got more of a strategic way to go about it, which is just more of the stuff I got from school.
Yeah.
But to be honest, now the way I'm looking at it, I'm kind of doing the whole rebranding, bro. It's like I'm looking at it like I don't want it to be just a clothing brand. I want it to be a brand itself, like we were speaking on earlier. Lifestyle brand. Yep. I want it to be like a Nike or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not putting a ceiling on it. So when it comes to that, bro, you got to be open minded. You can't be just like, all right, I'm just gonna make this style for this. Like everything ain't about what you want. You got to appeal to different customers. I'm selling stuff to people in Australia, New Zealand, Tokyo. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I got people.
How you feel about that?
Straight from Inkster.
Like straight from
Inkster.
Out of
how
Inkster. You feel your brand is getting worldwide or is worldwide?
Yeah, bro. It's a blessing, bro. Like every day I wake up, like
I'm the shit. Every day you wake up like, hey, nigga, yeah, you feel me? Just another day.
I was on Forbes, you motherfucker.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I was on Forbes.
You ain't had one, you ain't had one of
Forbes
the
under
moments
30. Yeah, don't be humble. Let them know.
Have you had one of the moments yet?
Man,
yeah, you didn't have the moments.
For sure.
Hell yeah, you have.
As you should. As you should.
Realistically, as you should.
You deserve
bro.
that shit.
Yeah,
you deserve that shit, bro.
Appreciate it.
Because one thing is it's not easy to keep a brand going, and it's not easy to keep keeping it be relevant. The times that we live in right now, everything is right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna front, bro. You definitely being consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Straight up.
Gotta stay consistent.
So speak on Infamous had talked about it earlier and I cut him off, man. Just the importance of how you've been able to get your product in the right people's hands and product placement and just kind of the way you've been able to leverage your relationships to get your brand in front of the right people and the right people wearing it.
Mm-hmm. Some stuff was prior relationships I had with people, and then majority of it, bro, is people reaching out to me or just from being outside.
Right.
You gotta be outside.
Yeah.
I done been everywhere you could think of.
Right.
So
networking.
You gonna bump into them people.
How important is that networking though?
Man, it's the most important thing when it comes to business, especially when you're trying to start a brand. Like, if you ain't outside, you ain't bumping into people, shaking hands, how they gonna know about your brand? Like Instagram and Facebook and all that shit only gonna go so far. You gotta really be outside, bro.
Let me ask you, how important it is for you to put your face on it, like to be, known, like your face being connected to that. Some people could do this without even nobody knowing what the owner looks like. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think my face is really connected with the brand, to be honest with you, brother. Like, it's people who know about Sorry I Was Trapping who don't know.
Don't even know it's you.
Yeah, I done been out before, like, people wearing them, like, yo, that's a nice hoodie or something. They be like, oh, thank you, da-da-da-da, the website is so-and-so. I'm like, oh, for real?
That's what make me feel good. That's
right.
what make me feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean? When somebody got the shit on.
Oh, word. What's the website again? Yeah. Tell me again.
and they promoting my
real
shit.
Yeah. That's how you know it's genuine.
Exactly. Right. And to me, that really what makes me feel good about my brand too. I'm like, damn, I seen this motherfucking LAX with the shit on. He telling me where to go get it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's how you know
that's
it's
how you
real
build.
genuine.
That's how you build, bro.
That's what you want. I want more of that.
That's dope.
That's how you build.
Yeah.
Tell me, craziest high moment. What's your craziest high moment that you can say and that you can remember?
That's a good one.
High at your mind, and it was just whatever.
It was like my sophomore year in college. In the morning, man, we had homie had made some edibles, some brownies, bro. This was like when hash and wax and all that shit was getting real popular.
Oh shit!
This fool put
all of that in it.
Yeah, he put weed, hash, wax, all that shit in the brownies. I ain't know he put all the extra in there. So
shit!
In the morning, I grab a whole brownie, smash it. I grab another half before I leave out the door.
Right.
I get to class. I'm sitting there, got some breakfast. I'm eating and shit before I go to school. Before I go to class. So I pass out in the little cafeteria, bro. I wake up, bro. It's practice. My teammates like, yo, we finna go to the locker room, bro. I'm like, all right, I'll be there in a minute.
You did passed out.
I done went to sleep again. The janitor woke me up. It was like 9 p.m. I missed the whole day. I missed class. I missed practice. I missed everything, bro. Like,
yeah, man. Them brownies will put you down. We
Them
know about
brownies
that.
will put
Them
you
brownies
down.
will
I don't
put you
fuck with
down.
edibles no more.
You don't fuck with them no more?
Nah.
You gotta, you know, what I tell everybody is you can always take more, but you can't take less.
You can't control that.
You know what's crazy?
No, you can't.
You can't control that.
Hey,
high.
man, this shit is 100 milligrams from the store. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Take 100.
He did that same thing to me.
Yep, I made some homemade
He
shit.
made some homemade shit. Not telling me how much he puts in there. I eat it.
It was Thanksgiving.
We eating. It's Thanksgiving, bro. Next thing you know, we start playing a game. Next thing you know, I'm out.
Done.
We was playing
Lights
Taboo.
out.
We
It was
playing
6 o'clock in
Taboo.
the 6 o'clock in the evening, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, what the hell was in these? What was this? It was a chocolate, right?
It was just some chocolate brownies, man.
Man, he had me passed out.
Fuck, you
bro.
made us lose the Taboo game, man.
I'm straight on them.
Still
couldn't
mad
even-
about that.
I couldn't even open my eyes.
Still
I was-
mad about that.
That's
That's
how high
how
I
it was, bro.
Like,
I was gone the whole day.
it's like I really had to be like, what? Like it was a rap. G. But
Take a
felt-
smoke break, man.
But it felt good though. Let's do that.
Shit.
Oh, that's not it.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence for this small
Gotta
chronic
drop
break?
the
Hey, make sure y'all check this out, man. Make sure y'all check out our merch, smokewithmemerch.com. Everybody go to smokewithmemerch.com. You can also see it on our YouTube page. Listen, all the Smoke With Me merch, mugs, hats, hoodies, T-shirts, long sleeve shirts, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, we got it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the people that's been asking for the merch too. You know, I'll be out in the streets traveling and some people be like, yo, I saw an episode with your Smoke With Me shirt on your hat and stuff like that. So listen, Smoke With Me merch, smokewithmemerch.com, and you can see us right here on the bottom of our YouTube. You dig?
So yeah, man. I like how you've taken the success of the clothing brand and what you've done with that, and leverage that into the cannabis space, man.
Yeah.
Can you kind of speak on just your experience in cannabis and just kind of like how you extended that marketing from the Sorry I Was Trapping clothing brand and got into the cannabis space?
Man, it really happened organically. Like, Sean, my homeboy from Cookies in Oakland.
Ah, man, shout out Turp Boy Shine, man. That's the
it's
homie,
my
man.
dog.
Shout out Cookies Oakland, man. Shout
Yeah.
out Turp Boy Shine, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Get placed an order online like early on, just like the first like 6-7 months of the brand, and he sent me a DM. Everybody in the whole cookie store in Oakland wearing it, like they whole staff wearing the whole. You feel me? I'm like, all right, bet that's what's up. He reached out. He's like, man, you should do a pop up. Came out to Oakland, did a pop up. That was the first time we didn't drop any weed that time. But after that, I ended up.
Look, man, he did a pop up at a cannabis at a dispensary. That's the strength of the brand. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't even have no weed out yet, and they wanted you to do a pop up. That's dope.
That was dope.
Appreciate it.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
I ain't even got no weed. But I'm pulling up.
We sold out like I think that day or 2 days. The first time we did like 25,000 that day.
Shit, that's right next to Fabi and them at Dope Air, man. Shout out Fab, shout out
Mr.
Dope
Fab.
Air, shout out Unk, man. Yep. So you did that pop up. You sold all the clothes, and then is that when the light bulb went off? Like, hey, man.
Yeah, we could do some weed shit, man. So then double back. I ended up dropping a strain in Michigan. On the
That was
metric
that White
side.
Lightning?
Yeah,
White Lightning?
White Lightning.
Yep.
Then we
I fuck with you, baby.
White lightning.
I fuck with you, baby. Shit.
We double back to Cali, and then we ended up dropping Sorry I Was Trapping Runts, and then we working
Which sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
every store it was in, man, sold out. So we working on something right now with Winter Circle, so it's gonna be some new stuff.
Hey
in
man,
works.
you heard it, man. You heard it here, man. You heard it, man. You know, I didn't know he's gonna let the secret out already, but we letting it out,
The
man.
collaboration's on the way.
Some new shit.
Yeah, that's dope,
New
bro.
shit, man. So
Hey man, I just want my Sorry I Was Smoking limited edition. shirt. You know what I'm saying?
For
and
sure.
somebody gonna steal it, man. You know,
Huh?
come on, man. So you can't tell it, man.
No, by the time this episode
edit that out,
drop,
Jose.
by the time
Edit
this
that out,
episode
Jose.
drop, we be
Edit that
good.
out. Bro, you know how many times they done motherfucking pickpocket his game online,
Oh,
man?
yeah.
Sorry, I was hustling.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was changing my tire. Sorry,
There's a
I
lot of
mean,
style stealers out there, man.
Right.
you know where started first though, man. You know, have you ever been on a podcast before?
Yeah, I've been on a few podcasts.
Okay, all right, but you know, shit, you know, here you go. Sorry, I was trapping, man.
Sorry, I was smoking. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm high now. So
no, I like that. That's a good one, man. So
Yeah.
so you jumped into the cannabis space, man. You got a great reaction from the cannabis thing, man. Like,
hold on, wait. Before you go any further, when you're jumping into the cannabis strand, I mean, when you're jumping into the cannabis, what are you looking for as far as your strand? Like, what do you like? Because I'm pretty sure you had to do a couple taste tests and test runs and stuff like that. Like, what do you? What do you
want that dope too? So
yeah, like
dope.
Yeah, because your brand is heavy already. So it's like, okay, so it can't be like the clothes are dope, but they weed is trash. Like, you know, so it has to right. So what are you looking for going into what kind of strand you want, or what kind of flavor, what kind of?
Man, off top it got to be taste. Then high in taste, damn near.
So you're big on the taste
for sure.
Gotcha.
Like, in this day and age, don't nobody want to smoke no.
If it don't have a right.
Gotta have that.
It gotta have that flavor profile.
Gotta have pressure on it.
Gotta have that high too.
Gotta have bag appeal.
Trying to smoke air. The bag appeal gotta be there. Yeah, man. So
gotta be that shit.
That's all it really take for real.
How long it take you to find that first one? That like this is like you test them out. And you're like, oh, this is it. Like how long that process take? Because a lot of people think that process is not easy.
It ain't really take too long because of the people I was working with. So, and just knowing what I already know when it come to weed, I knew what I was looking for.
Right.
I went straight to the
smoking good in the D, man. They smoking good in the D,
most
man.
definitely. Most definitely.
Smoking good in the D, man. You come out there with some foo-foo, it ain't gonna work, man. They gonna laugh you off the block, man.
Never.
Yeah, our way was a little, it was trash coming up. I knew the difference.
I think I might be the youngest person that ever dropped a strand in Cookie Store too, if I ain't mistaken.
Word.
If I ain't mistaken, when I dropped it, I was probably like 25, 24.
That's for that.
Independently too.
Young black entrepreneurs. You know what I mean?
So what do you see next for the cannabis thing, man? Like, you know, you got California on Smash. Like, you know, what are the plans for the cannabis brand? Where do you see that going? Like, what's the goals for that?
Man, honestly, I'm really trying to see where it's going with legalization because I want to be in every state possible. I want to be on every shelf. Like I said, I'm trying to maximize my profit in every lane. So the more doors that open for these states, I'm trying to just network, go out there and meet new licensed companies and do the same thing I just did in these Michigan and LA in the Bay. You feel me? So
definitely rinse and repeat, man. Get everywhere you can, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Top 5 stoners that you have smoked with or you would want to smoke with. What's your top 5?
Man,
putting you on the spot, man. Putting you on the spot.
Damn, I just smoke with a lot of people.
It could be somebody we know, we don't know.
I just smoke with Snoop Dogg. I just smoke with
got me beat.
Yo, he don't play neither, dog. I've tapped out too many times smoking with Snoop. Like, nah, Unc, you got it. Nah, I'm good.
Who else? I mean, shit, bro. I done smoked with so many people, bro. But like, I feel like Snoop Dogg probably like.
Who's one that you like? Yo, I can't smoke with them. Like it's just gonna keep going. Like it's a couple of people I can't.
Yeah, me, nigga. You always tap out.
See, I was just about to say.
I ain't never been out smoke, man.
He's one of them.
I mean, unless I got like a headache or something.
Okay, all right.
I got like a headache.
I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm gonna make sure you eat and you good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, who's on that list though? Like people you ain't smoked with, like a.
I want to smoke with Wiz for sure.
Yeah.
Wiz, damn man, I can't really think of nobody else. I done smoke with everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, dead or alive. It could be dead or alive.
I want to smoke. I wish I could have smoked Bob Marley.
Bob Marley, yeah, he was on my
definitely,
list.
man. Listen,
Bob Marley was on my list.
Yeah.
Bob Marley, George Clinton high.
Yeah. I want to smoke with Mike Epps too.
That's high.
Cat Williams. I feel like that shit
could be funny in the motherfucker. Like they on my list for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
crazy.
Them two niggas on my list because like I know it's gonna turn into some funny ass shit.
Hell yeah.
Around them niggas, hell yeah. Shit. Smoke break.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence?
Y'all out over there?
Bro, we need to roll up, man. I told you, bringing them little babies out that you had. Bring them babies out.
Nah, man, they gonna laugh at me. The people that's watching, they gonna laugh at me.
They ain't even gonna notice, man.
They gonna laugh at me.
These Leafs nice, bro.
Jungos.
These Leafs is nice.
Shout to Jungle Leaf. I see y'all. You know what I mean? And these Birkins too. Shout out to these. Listen, these have flavor. These flavors is, listen.
What's that new 3000 puff, man?
Listen, I'm telling
available
you right now.
everywhere. BirkinBrands.com, man.
The flavors, ladies.
Pre-order now.
Ladies.
Especially you ladies.
Especially you ladies. This is all for you. Ladies.
Flavors is peach ice. What you got? That's that Waukesha. We got the names. We got the names.
Hey, what's the name of this one? Sweet menthol.
Yeah, that's like a mint flavor,
it's
right there.
Like a mint boy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So what you working on next? Like, you know what I mean? Like where can they shop at? You know what I mean? Where can they follow you at? What's the next pop-up you got going? Like, you know, do a shameless plug on everything, yeah. Bro. Like, plug everything.
Man, I got a drop. We about to drop tomorrow on Friday. We got a new collection about to drop, the first one of this year. Right after that, we dropped.
Where can they get that collection at?
It's going to be on sorryiwastrapping.net.
Sorryiwastrapping.net.
Yep, on Instagram, and Sorry I Was Trapping, the one and only.
And hold on, look. This is the homie, and I be trying to get his shit, and when I hit the website, it's not available. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, if it's a pre-order, whatever you can do, because I try to order online, I can't even get it. I'm just letting y'all know. So you need to go now and try to do it.
Now.
Man.
ASAP.
But you know what I mean? I'm about to drop a lot of stuff this year. I'm about to really get on the rampage with just dropping. I was a little bit quiet like the last quarter of last year. Just sitting back, putting together everything. I'm trying to be more forward with the brand, and like I'm already on winter of 2023. I'm trying to go ahead and get to spring and stuff by the time spring start this year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a year ahead of the game. So
dope.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was skiing.
Gonna be a lot more content, a lot more commercials. We going real big.
Nigga said, sorry, I was skiing.
Yo, I'm telling you.
He trying to get a marketing job, man. He's trying to get a marketing job,
Yo,
bro.
Man, listen. Just hire me, bro. I will smoke and come up with all these ideas.
Man, sorry, I ate all the crab rolls, face ass niggas, man.
Sorry, I ate all the sushi. My bad. Yo, give out your socials and everything,
bro. Give all the socials out, bro.
Sam.Basquiat on Instagram, on Twitter. And then Sorry I Was Trapping. That's really about it. I'm on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, man. One more question, bro, before we get up out of here. Right now, what's your favorite strain of cannabis? The number one go-to. If you have this, you don't need to smoke any other strain ever again in life.
I mean, like, it switch up sometimes because if you smoke weed for real, you know, like this batch may not be like the next batch.
Well, currently
it might be the same.
Hey man, hey, you right, man. I tell niggas like Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Like, that shit be batch to batch.
It switch up.
So what's right now though? Like right now.
Man, it's hard to pick. Like, I got a couple. I feel like I'd be singling.
Well, right now
he got
smoking this Birkin.
That bubble gum, man.
This bubble gum is available,
gum, baby.
It's available where, Wolf?
Everywhere, man. Everywhere in California, man. Hit the website. We got an app coming too, man. I'm just letting y'all know we got our own app coming, so you could shop on the app.
I'm taking this, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
So look, man, I got one more question that came from Instagram. The question it was, what's the difference between merch and a clothing brand?
Ah, good one.
Yeah, man.
I'm all ears for that one. Let me hear this.
Merch is.
Give me my claps now.
Oh yeah.
And get ready to give him his claps.
No, I was gonna wait.
You're supposed to give me my claps.
No,
man.
right after that, I was supposed to.
This nigga be hella slow on the button, man. This nigga be slow on the button.
I got your Wolf House too.
Nigga, you the pencil. I know you can't keep scoring dominoes as much as pencil whipping you probably gonna do, bro. Fuck.
Y'all silly as hell, man. The difference between merch and the clothing brand would be merch is kind of like something you doing as a hobby or something you just doing a couple times. You're not really trying to take it too far, or it could be like merch could be for an artist. You feel me?
That's
like
a
it's
tour
a
shirt or something?
a tour shirt. Like or your brand or whatever. You might be a YouTuber and you got merch. Like it's as far as you want to take it with that. But a clothing brand that's like you aiming to really do this for a living. Like this is your income. This is what you sleeping and breathing. This is your brand. Like you going further than just T-shirts and hoodies. Like you going to accessories. You going luggage. You going. You feel me? You trying to get in department categories. It's a way bigger. You ain't gonna find no merch in, department store you really trying to shop in. You might see in the
Waldorf ain't about to have no merch. Waldorf ain't about to have no merch.
Yeah, you did what I'm saying.
Barney's ain't about to have no merch.
Exactly. That ain't what we going for. So.
Right. Nice, G.
That's cool, man. Like, again, bro, I appreciate you coming to fuck with us, bro. Like,
man, appreciate
you know what I mean? Like, I've seen, like, even when we first met, I've seen the progress in what you've done. You know what I mean? And, like, even when we first met, I told you, like, bro, we might not do business on this right now.
Facts. You did say that. Man, that was probably like 2-3 years ago.
But we gonna do some business, bro.
But we gonna do some business.
This shit might not pencil out, but I know good people, I know good energy, and it's like, I ain't even tripping off like little shit like that, bro. Like, I know you was a good dude, man. So
I appreciate it, man.
I'm happy to see your progress. I'm happy to see what you're doing, man. The sky's the limit, bro.
Yep.
It's about to get serious this year, man. We going up.
And feel free to come back anytime, bro. Whenever you got something that you want to promote, you got something in the works, or you want to get out there, let this be one of your homes to come and
that large high. What you said it was, a high large? Whenever you got a high large.
Yeah, if you got a high large.
You got a high drop tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all grab that. New drop tomorrow. It's gonna sell out, right? Man.
Man, he dropping tomorrow, man. Give me the website one more time.
One time.
Sorry, I was trapping.net, man.
I should have went live with this shit so they could get that shit, man.
Sorry,
man.
I was trapping.
Should have went live with that shit, man. Sorry, I was trapping, man. You see me wearing this shit on every episode. Freeway Rick, I was on every episode wearing this shit, man. I support this brother, man. He a real one, man. He a real one, man.
Grab that, man. We dropping tomorrow,
From
man.
the D to the Bay, man.
Tonight, actually.
From the D to the Bay worldwide, man.
You feel me? Stay tuned. And we out of here. You know what it is. The Smoke With Me Show. Your boy DJ Infamous and my co-host,
the Wolf of Weed Street, man. Back on the block. No re-rock.
Yep. Make sure you follow us, comment, subscribe. Go to our merch, smokewithmemerch.com. One more time, smokewithmemerch.com, and we out of here.
Hurry up, do all that shit before he got to start an OnlyFans, man. I don't want to have to beg y'all, man.
OnlyFans is on the way. We out of here. Let's get it.